All right. Can you guys hear me now? There we go. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. I don't know what the mic was turned off for some reason. Not sure what happened with that. Okay. So let me ask you this: Have you guys taken a look uh, taken a look at Tony Valentino's account? Something, and this is going to be just a quick video, but where is it? I wanted to show you guys something. Okay, and this is actually, well, this is not really it, but I want you guys to understand something right here. So Tony put out something here. He tweeted this right here. It says XRP pump will be silent, will be the silent bailout. All right. Are you guys aware of what he's talking about here? Okay. Okay, because obviously what he's saying is what we see in XRP will be caused by these actual institutions getting bailed out. XRP is the bailout. Okay, it's the bailout. All right. Okay, let's see. And check this out. And I'm pointing out this guy's account. You need to check him out. A lot of the stuff, pretty much everything that I've been saying, he's saying it. And I'm going to tell you right now, this guy he's getting information from someone who has, access to the people that know what's going on. Yeah. So backing it with, and a lot of people are thinking, yeah, you make a good point, Breha. Actually, a lot of people think that XRP will be limited. Okay, so the deal is XRP, I mean, most likely is going to be backed by gold. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I mean, and I always say this: everything is speculation until it actually comes into fruition. But I'm pretty sure that XRP will be backed by gold. Okay. Now that being said, um, there you go. XRP Carpe Diem. Yep. Because this dude right here, he's got some information. But anyway, XRP will not be limited to the price of gold. It will not be. I mean, either the price of gold is going to be extremely high, or it doesn't have to be. One XRP does not have to be the exact price of gold, guys. That's not. Yeah, that's right, Briha. It'll be able to fly as high as it needs to, because you got to remember XRP is not like gold. Gold doesn't get used in the way cryptocurrency gets used. Okay, so there will be varying levels of scarcity in the cryptocurrency. Now, another thing that Tony has said is that he said, right, like a stop loss, right. But he said, what Tony said is that 50% of the XRP available, it has already, or that's going to be available to us, has already been released or is very close to being released, right? The other 50% is very likely already allocated and most likely to the IMF. Okay, so guys, we are. I mean, the question is, as he said, the question is when bailout, not necessarily when moon, because when that happens, the price is gonna do more than moon. Um, Now, where is it? Check this out. All the too big to fail banks and institutions were the ones buying OTC. That's their bailouts, and they can't use any of their XRP just yet. Regulations will greenlight the buying frenzy for the rest. Who did you think was buying OTC? Small companies dropping millions on XRP. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this month, the OTC is done. All that's they've already gotten. Actually, they've already released 50%, at least 50% of XRP already out to us. That's what we have to play with. Okay, the other part of it, we're not going to see. They're holding that for these other companies to come on board, and one of those companies is going to be Western Union. Um, where is it? There was I don't know if I'll be able to find it, guys. It looks like it's kind of buried. Where is it? Where is it? He's even calling out the BTR token. So and like I said, looking at what he's just the information that he has, he it's not just somebody out here spouting a bunch of stuff. I'm telling you now, this guy, he's got some contacts. He says BTR token by itself is a scam. It can't be compared to BNB. Binance is a huge exchange. BTR will only be traded on Bitrue Exchange. Yeah, it is a security. Um, being that, because BTR is a security actually. If you look at what they're doing, because they're using BTR to actually raise funds, and yeah, it can be a problem, especially for us. Uh, Bring up pre-allocation to the big financial institutions. Yep, and that's the reason. Like all these institutions, the majority of them have a billion or more XRP already. Um, okay, so I'm 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 hoping I can find this. Where is it? Man, he's called out all the Riddlers and everybody. He said, take this rubbish for example. Many outcomes, and the Riddler gets to claim whichever occurs. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. Um, where is it? So buried now, man. Jeez. Here now, really, guys, all of I'm telling you, if you go through his tweets, this dude right here, you will be shocked at some of the stuff that he says. And yeah, I'm just wondering who he is actually. That's my question right there. They're fine. Yeah, blockchain monkeys, absolutely, man. All we got to do is wait. Just wait. And the thing about it is, if you look at the state of the economy, all the stuff that they're putting out there on mainstream media, and mainstream media is actually trying to make it look a little worse than they normally would, because they're trying to make Trump look bad. But either way, the whole deal is that the economy, the stock market, all of it is in way worse shape than they're admitting. Black Shannon, thanks for helping me hodl during this journey, brother. That's what I'm here for, brother. And I'm glad I was able to help in any way, man. I am very pleased at that. Anybody else, man, and that's the reason why I even do this at all. It because the main thing is, after YouTube started really kind of censoring me, man. I mean, check this out. Okay, it's pretty obvious, right? One of my videos, after the very video that I called YouTube out on and said that they were, playing with my views and all that, that video got 11,000 views. I mean, and it was the fastest growing in views. It was the fastest growing video I've had. So you tell me, what's going on? YouTube is, and then you look at other people that just start, creating videos, and they're shooting up like, 15, 20,000 subscribers just like that in just a few months. No, man. I mean, nah, I don't know. It seems kind of funny to me. And, I'm calling them out again. YouTube, stop fucking with my views. Just, hey, stop with the bull crap. It's that simple. What if I can say what the hell I want to say. If you don't like what I'm saying in one of my videos, just, how to contact me. Tell me that you don't like it. Don't screw with my views. Doesn't make sense. That's so many people that I know that have had YouTube channels, they end up stopping simply because they get screwed with. I mean, and there are several other guys that I see in the XRP community that makes videos, and they don't go anywhere. Why? Because they talk about real shit. They talk about the stuff that you guys really need to hear, not a bunch of hype, not a bunch of bullshit. That's what I come with. And I don't just come talking about, XRP is going to move. I mean, what good is that for you? It's not helping you in any way. That's my whole, all of us making content should be concerned about what can I do to help the people that are watching me. That's my responsibility to my viewers, to always come with content that's going to help in some way. There's a lot of times I have to kind of code the information that I'm putting out there, because if I come straight out with it, I know the damn video might only get 30 views, because they won't spread it out there. Yeah, hey, absolutely, Breha. They definitely want us distracted. Fatty McButterpan says, Freecoiner, thanks for helping me max out my credit card. You're welcome, sir. But you know what? Once XRP does what it's about to do here real soon, man, you're going to pay that stuff off and never have to touch another credit card ever. Yep. Can you, can I have people? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's right, Berha. Cannot have people taking the red pill. That's absolute fact. That's absolute fact. Legendary says start doing makeup tutorials. I heard that, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, blockchain. And check it out. Just recently, man, it went back to the way it was. When I was getting views, I was getting subscribers. I was getting like 100 subscribers in some instances, some weeks per day, 100 per day. And then it went to where I was losing subscribers. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then I'm looking at my views on one video, and I remember this distinctly. I had 734 views. I refreshed the page, and it was 721. They subtracted the damn views. And this is the type of censorship YouTube practices all the time. That's why I'm just at the point, I'm really at the point where I'm just going to create I'm going to get on another platform and just leave YouTube alone totally, because, I don't know. I don't know what it is going on in the background there. I know they have some type of algorithms that look, that listen for certain keywords, but either way, I'm fed up with it. It takes time and effort to do this. Look for the data and just to sit down and talk about it. Sometimes it takes me an hour to get everything, get the video structured exactly the way I want it. But and then the editing on top of that, it's not just boom, I do a video, boom, it's out. No, it doesn't work like that. Um, Blockchain feels great to be woke. Yeah, absolutely, man. And a lot of people don't want to be woke. There's so much stuff going on that that we're just being told to believe, because a lot of people they feel comfortable having information coming from a place that they feel like is always going to be trustworthy. But the problem with that is that they can tell you anything. They can tell you anything there is, and before you know it, you're standing in a cell somewhere wondering how the hell you got there. You haven't even done anything wrong, or you're not able to go and buy food when you want to, or whatever the case. Just like right now, there's a heavy attack. They're trying to take our right to be able to protect ourselves. Okay, all of these things that's going on, man. Look into it. I can promise you this: all of these so-called issues that are going on, if just look into the details of the situations, look into it, and what you're gonna find is that there's always some discrepancies. You can look at every incident that's happened, and you're gonna find discrepancies. Something's not quite right. Things don't make sense. Why? I'm not gonna go into it, but I'm just urging you guys to make sure you do, in every case, everything you do, whenever you have someone just telling you information, okay, and expecting you to believe it and act on it accordingly, always do your research so you understand what is happening, because they will lead you to imprisonment. That's right. Do your own damn research. That's right, bro. That's all right. Blockchains. The AI listens for keywords. Yep. They do, man. And that's what it's all about, So the way I'm built, I can kind of dial it back, but I'm never gonna just go with the flow on it. I'm never gonna do that. That is just not how I'm built. All right, I always lie. Well, the only thing about it, Spanish Fly, is that you have to choose a place. If you're gonna leave, you have to choose a place that's not going to infringe more so on you and your life. A lot of this stuff is going on all over the world right now. Read your histories. Yep, Nazis disarmed first. Yep, and look at what happened. Look at China. Look at all the countries right now today where people are disarmed and they don't have any way to fight. They don't have a way to or just protect themselves. That's the main thing. If somebody comes in your house, the criminals don't care about laws. That's the whole point of being a criminal, right? So if somebody comes in your house and they're armed and you're not, then what happens? Well, whatever the hell the criminal wants, that's what happens. Let's see. Blockchain money, we're on the same page. Freecoiner, that's why. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. And I know, I'm going to tell you, what I talk about on here is severely watered down. Severely. Whether people think it's, oh shoot. I did this yesterday. Conspiracy theory or not, it really doesn't matter. Facts are facts, and when you look at the facts, you have to come to a reasonable conclusion. David Best, stay strong, brother. Got it. Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. He's always there. I'm going to tell you, and that's one thing that I am very, very much, in tune with. Our Creator is the only protection we really have, because, if you're depending, if you honestly think that there isn't a supernatural presence and a protection out there, you're done. Because that means the person with the biggest gun wins, or the most resources, they win. You know, I'm not gonna go all deep into that either, but it's just a fact. I know, and I keep saying I already got my Patreon account created. I just have to make this video, and I'm just, honestly, I don't even know why I'm procrastinating on it, but I need to go ahead and get it out there. I just want people to be, I just want to put the proper information out. That's just my goal right there. Kevin, that's great. Last chosen, take your pick. Yep, absolutely, absolutely, David. Um, what's up, GXRP? Get on Coil. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I have a Coil account already. I just need to go ahead and set up the whole payment thing on that. But I have some of my videos over there already. What I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead. I'll just start tweeting it out. I may just start creating my videos, put it over there on Coil, and then drop them out on Twitter or something like that. GXRP, yeah, it's going good, man. Thanks for asking, GXRP. I really appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well too. I know it's been a while. I just had so much going on. It's been busy. Usually around this time, I'm in the bed trying to get some sleep because I've been getting up real early in the morning. Fatty McButterpants, we have the Holy Spirit. We have this discernment to see through the lies of this world. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. I'm going to tell you, I can tell you right now, anybody that thinks is not real, man, just because you don't see it and interact with it, as far as you perceive it on a daily basis, it doesn't mean that it's not there, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've seen it. I've had some, just some major things happen in my life, and I know for a fact that, there was nothing I could have done about it. I'm talking to the point where my life was, on the line, and it just, things worked out. And I know there was something bigger than me or anybody that was present at the time that caused things to go in my favor. So, what's the next piece of big news for XRP, you think? Well, you know what, man? GXRP. So I think, and I keep getting, just this information that something's supposed to happen now, or this month rather. So the next thing that we may very well see is just bigger issues with the traditional markets, with the stock market, with the economy, and all this, all this stuff that's happening between the U.S. and China. This is, guys, they're just playing they're playing all of these out. These are things that have to be played out. These are scenarios that have to be played out in the media. It's all theater. These things have already been decided on in the background. It's just a matter of the timing of it. And I can tell you this from what I believe. We're not going to go into 2020 on this old system. We're going to go into 2020 on something completely new. And guys, if you're really watching, you can see that XRP is going to be the world reserve currency. It's already being placed in that arena already. Guys, even Brad Garlinghouse, he's retracting some things that he said. He's going back on it. Why? Because he spoke out of turn. He spoke about things when he wasn't supposed to, and I'm more than sure he had his hand slapped. So now people are asking him. We had somebody on Twitter asking him about a statement that he made, and he's saying that it never happened. Why is that? Because he might have got very close to breaching an NDA or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, right now we're in a period where there are many things they're trying to accomplish a few things. One is to get us out of XRP. Because, I mean, think about it. If you have an asset that's going to increase in value tremendously, the one thing they can't have is a bunch of us getting rich off of it. You know, that upsets their ratios and how they want the rich and the poor to be set up. You know, and it puts too much of us in that, you know, closer to that 1% level. Now, there's no way they're going to be able to get all of us out of it, you know, but they have to get as many as possible. Secondly, they're allowing more of these other, you know, bigger players to get in at a lower price. And then, you know, as Tony Valentino said, these financial institutions, these too big to fail banks and whatnot, they're going to use XRP as their bailout. There won't be another government paying anything. They already have this set up, and it's about to happen. They're going to pull the trigger. It's going to be in just like a time that you're not expecting it at all. But I'm going to tell you this: be ready for next level FUD. Already you've seen it. You've seen it with that guy. What's his name? Bitlord. He already showed us that next level of FUD, talking about he's gonna fork XRP. Who gives a damn? Fork XRP, dude, please, and sit over in the corner, because what does that mean to these banks? I mean, come on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. You know, go sit down somewhere and shut the hell up. Nobody's gonna who's gonna buy your coin? I mean, come on, dude. Let's make some sense here. We're not indoctrinated. We don't play by their rule. Absolutely, legendary. And the thing is, if they have a bunch of us woke people out there with a whole bunch of money, guess what can happen? And I'm going to tell you this. You know, I'm not going with really anybody that's in a very high position, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm not against Trump. Some of the stuff that he's doing, and you got to understand, many things that you see on the surface level, they can be spun or they can be basically they can be spun in any direction that's, you know, someone wants to, but you always have to look at the outcome or the what's happening kind of in the background, and you can see it, you know. And again, believe me, I'm not touting Trump by any means, but I can tell you this: some of the things that he's doing compared to even Obama, dude, there's a stark difference in that. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. You can feel it, blockchain monkey. You can feel it, can't you? Yeah, it's coming, man. Yeah, absolutely. Blockchain monkey, absolutely. Let's see who else. Let's see what else here. Legendary. He can fork himself. Yeah, absolutely, man. He can go fork himself. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Briha. Look at the action. Look at what's going on. Black Girl says, I'm not against Trump either. It's cool to hate him. I'm not sure if you mean it's not cool or either way. There's no point in us being I guess the main thing is there's no point in us being against the guy. He's there, and to be honest with you, if you look at, like I said, if you look at what everybody else has done, they have done crap for us. I mean, I'm not saying Trump's doing anything or he's not, but the fact is, look at what Obama did. You know, he imposed a new tax on us through the medical system. If you didn't have insurance, if you didn't have medical insurance, say for example, you can't pay for medical insurance. You don't have a job, or you have a job that pays you very little. And then he's going to charge you almost $5,000 if you don't have insurance. Come on. What kind of bull crap is that? I mean, and people, I was talking to this guy the other day, and I'm like, dude, he's like, well, Trump is taxing us heavier. I'm like, what are you talking about? they're all taxing us. Obama did too. It's like, well, no, he lowered the taxes. No, he didn't. All he did was just bring it from a different direction. Come on, man. People don't. They just don't think. Uh, yeah, Go Out Girl hating Trump equals pop. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's right. I get what you're saying now. Monkey says he's doing some great things. Trump, he got an ace in his deck. Yeah, and one thing is that whole Q thing too. That's really interesting. I always watch the X-22 report, and to be honest with you, he's been on point, man. Like a lot of stuff that he said, because they just passed some laws that I think they went in effect today, and I thought it was going to be like more restrictive laws as far as I'm talking, like gun laws, but what it turned out is that they loosened the laws on it. So certain locations like churches and whatnot cannot restrict people from actually having their weapons with them. And this goes for a lot of several other places. I don't have the law in front of me right now, but yeah. So I don't know. Let's see. There, him. Let's see. Here it is. JFK Jr. alive. Oh yeah. I've heard that, David. Yep. Him and Trump together. They're chosen and saving you all. Well, I don't know about that, but I know they're probably they're in a position to definitely do some things that will, and guys, I'm going to tell you this. One thing I do believe is, and I've told people this, we're headed for kind of a euphoric time, like a time where it looks, it's just going to be very prosperous for a time. And I don't know how long that will be, but there's going to be some very unpleasant things that are going to happen before that. Okay, now again, I don't know how long this good period is going to last, but ultimately it's going to lead to some, a major event happening that, we're all pretty much looking for. But either way, let's see. You're an Aussie. Oh, okay. David Best, he's an Aussie, but awake. Yes, for sure, man. I can tell. I can definitely tell. Spanish Flight, yes, that was a way to rob people out of more of their money. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at that. He's following the SRL playbook for the people. Clinton, Bush, and Obama passed to work for the cabal. Yeah. So yeah, Obama, all of those guys that were before Trump here, they're with the deep fake, and these guys, the stuff that they were doing, guys. Yeah, I'm just not going to talk about a lot of this stuff here. I'm not even sure how I would ever talk about it, guys. I think maybe I'd get close to it on Patreon, but yeah, some of it I just can't talk about. I'll wait and see. Okay, no, David Best. Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're right in a specific way. I think they are going to avert the disaster that's headed this way if the status quo was continued. And I do agree with you in that way, David Best. Jerome Fox says Mr. Freecoiner XRP will be tagged to gold, and I believe gold will be the range 2,000 through 5,000 near future. That means XRP will be worth a lot of money. Yeah, Jerome. It's going to be it's going to be pegged to the, or rather backed by gold. XRP will be, but it won't just be able to hit gold's price. So because, like I said, gold will be. Gold is it's not being used as any type of currency. It's just a way to add trust, whereas XRP will be in use. So that use, if you have hundreds of or if you have trillions of dollars going through XRP, then the price can't just meet a certain level. It has to go. It's going to fluctuate depending. Or increase or whatever, depending on how much money's going through it. So I don't think it's going to be just um, just the level of gold. And David Best, biblical brother, biblical. Yeah, I mean, uh, now I hear what you're saying on that, David. Uh, there's some things. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to get into it on here, but I do hear what you're saying, David, for sure. Uh, let's see, we got David, Mr. Oh yeah, okay, just David. I'm sorry, and just to clarify, I was just talking to David Best. So we have another David. He says, Mr. Freecoiner, we know that no president really controls this country. It's not about Clinton, Obama, or Trump. It's the deep. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. So, it's well, it's about who backs them, right? It's about that's who it's a what it's about. So, I think Trump has a different backing than Obama, Clinton, and all those guys. I think the people that are actually behind him is different. Again, I mean, I'm really, I'm I'm not going to talk about some of the stuff that you know that is involved with this, but suffice it to say that they have different groups behind them. But yeah. Anyway, hell yeah, I just did a video on an article. I saw XRP and gold. Yeah, and then, you know what, guys, and it's something that we've all. I mean, a lot of us have been talking about for a while, and that have been kind of predicting or suggesting that this was going to happen. So I think all in all, a lot of us are really kind of on the same wavelength as far as that goes. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Let's see. How can a man walk past another hungry man? Time to fix the world. Yeah. Yes, sir. And yeah, absolutely, David Best. Yep. All length. Yep. Uh, would be cool now. It's time to buy silver while it's fairly cheap. David, yeah, I agree with that. I was actually wanting to buy some. I just haven't gotten around to it myself. Monk Studio can't buy. Uh, where is it? We walk past it. Can't buy a house with it at 26 cents. Yeah, actually, absolutely. Monk Studio. That's yeah, absolutely. And David, hey man, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $20 donation, brother. I really, really appreciate it, man. Um, yeah, for sure. And man, I mean, all of you guys, I definitely thank you for. I mean, I know I have not, I haven't live streamed in a long time. And again, just for you guys to just show up and come hang out with me, I really appreciate you guys for sure. It's just that I've had a lot of stuff on my mind. I've been wanting to get out and just kind of, share it with you folks. And, here it is. And I think, again, like I always say, guys, us sharing our, what we know and what we've come to understand, that's what it's all about. I mean, having these type of venues, I think, are just, that's the best part of social media. Of course, it can work against those, that good stuff, depending on who you're dealing with. But all in all, guys, I mean, I just, again, I really appreciate it. Again, thank you, David. Let's see. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Blockchain Monkey says, greatly appreciated, champion. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Digital Asset Observer, what's up, man? Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for coming. Absolutely. All right. Rocket, yeah. And I think we're going to, so I think the way I kind of look at the price and mooning and all of that, it's not a matter of if it's gonna happen, right? At all. It's more so like when and what we're gonna do once it happens. It's gonna this whole thing, life is about to change for everybody dramatically. This whole world is really about to change. And one thing that David Best is talking about there when it, with what they're doing, guys, I man, I really wish I could just kind of tell you some of the stuff I've come across. And this isn't, this stuff isn't somebody telling me anything. It's just This is information that's just readily available. You can find, but you just have to put the pieces together, guys. That's it. Once you kind of get in that groove and you start to see how everything, how all of this stuff has been kept from us, and the fact that certain things are happening right now, you will see that this world is about this. In 5 years, I'll say, and even in a couple years, I truly believe what we're going to see and what we're going to be a part of is going to be just absolutely mind blowing. Okay. Off grid. Oh, you going off grid, huh, Bree? I heard that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I hear you. I hear you. I'm not even going to go into what I'm going to do. Market needs to shake more weak hands, Bobby. Yeah, and it's going to. I'm saying I've in the past I've said more shaking is coming, guys. And again, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna see some next level FUD. I'm talking like stuff you haven't even thought about, like this. I said this before, and look what this BitLord guy did. I mean, I'm talking about next level FUD, guys. All right. What do I classify as Moon bullish CEO? If we're talking about a real Moon, I'm looking at $50 per XRP, because when you talk about Moon, you're talking about significantly changing someone's financial situation. And I don't think $10 will necessarily do that for, I'll say, and I'm saying this change would have to be for at least 70 to 80% of the people that are involved. So I think it would take a $50 XRP to do that. Price will be 4 digits when XRP. Yeah, absolutely. Bullwinkle, what's up, man? Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. What do you classify as Moon price? Okay, so Bullwinkle says price will be 4 digits when XRP re-liquefies the central banks. Yes, sir. Because all that money, all of that Nostro, Vostro money, all of it is going into XRP. All of it. So I'm telling you guys, it's the price of XRP. Don't even let that be a concern. That's going to happen. It just hasn't gotten here yet. But what you need to think about is, who are you going to be after it happens? What are you going to do after that happens? That's the question. It's not an if. When XRP starts to go up, do you think we will? Spanish Fly, when XRP starts to go up, do you think we will? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking there, but yeah, if you can clarify that, I'll try to throw something out. Bobby says XRP will not moon; it will leave the galaxy. Absolutely, sir. That's the absolute case. And there's more to that than you even realize, bro. When you receive your test, will start. Yep, absolutely. Make a man or break a man. We shall see. David Best. Yeah, money is. Yeah, wealth. That's the ultimate test. Becoming a wealthy person, that is the ultimate test of who you are. I believe that completely, because I mean, wealth can bring the worst or the best out of a person. It's kind of like drinking alcohol. Let's see. And Bullish CEO says the real moon comes around November based off Sam's calculations. Oh yeah, so yeah, I think Sam did say something about that. So yeah, November is going to be an important month. I'll say that. David Best, good luck and God bless. God bless you, David Best, for sure. And definitely appreciate your input, man, without a doubt. Bullwinkle says howdy. Yes, sir. Thanks. Yeah, like I said, thanks, man, for showing up. I know it's already late. It's like almost 10:30. Uh, yeah, absolutely, David. Absolutely, man. No man knows the time. You're on the roll there, David. David Best for sure. Man, I'm saying I'm sounding like CKJ. I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to say for sure. It would be 4 digits, nothing more certain. David Best. Yep, totally agree, man. Holly Molly, what have you missed? Holly, I'm sorry. It's been a great conversation, but you know what? It's never missed. Today's price is a freaking joke. Yeah, yeah. At 25 cents, man, this is like, yeah, and to be honest, like people are selling at 25 cents. Oh man, that is just so crazy. Let's see. Connect the dots. Look at the placement of former Ripple employees there. Yeah, Bobby, absolutely, man. It pieces, all these pieces of the puzzle, absolutely. Enough to bail out the banks. Yep. See you in Liechtenstein. Sorry. Do you think XRP goes? Once XRP goes up, it will have a big correction like BTC did. Spanish Fly. Okay, so I get your question now. No, I don't think it's going to have a correction like that. Because you got to remember the reason why Bitcoin went up before like that was because of speculation. XRP is not going up because of speculation. It's going up because of its utility. So, and that's the reason why these institutions are getting in. So the price will, I mean, it'll actually go up over its settling price. It'll go up and then it'll come back and settle a little bit lower. Nothing like what Bitcoin did. It'll go up and then maybe come down. Like say, for example, if it went up to $100, it might come back down to like $95, something like that, but not anything huge. Let's see, David Best, you wise man. I appreciate that, David. Thank you. You are too, brother. You are too. If people could fathom how this is really playing out, it's insane. Bobby, yeah, most people don't want to see it like that though. Or you know what? A lot of these maxis that come out, these these Bitcoin maxis, all that fun that they're doing, they already bought into XRP. A lot of these people already have, man. Don't and a lot of people, that's the reason why I don't even waste my time getting upset with these folks. They're playing a part. Most of these guys have been paid. Some of them, don't get me wrong, not all of them are this way. There are always those who are just as uninformed as anybody else. But a lot of these people who are very outspoken about their hatred for XRP, well, they're already in it. And they are part of the engine that's trying to shake people out of XRP. So you got to be really, what I would say, you got to be hip to the game. That's all it is. It's just a game. Oh, is my volume low? My bad. Okay, hold on. Is this better? All right. I hope that's better, guys. I'm sorry. My audio stuff just got kind of screwed up. Let's see. Let me see how this is really playing out. I just want to make sure I get. Briha says XRP is not for us. It'll be stable so the banks can use it in faith. That's what they'll tell the masses. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And I've been saying that, man. I'm going to tell you. What's funny is, like all this, a lot of the stuff that people are saying now, I've been saying. If you go back and watch my videos, I've been saying this. Just like, XRP wasn't designed for retail use. And to be honest with you, I want it to be, but I really don't believe it was designed for retail use. It was always, or I'll say this, maybe it was, but they changed, they repurposed it so it's not supposed to be for retail use. And in my mind, the way I see this going down is XRP will be backed by gold, and then XRP, and from XRP or a backing, or XRP will back something that will be like a dollar. It'll be a digital dollar, essentially. That is what will be transacted in the place of XRP. And Lonnie, is my volume up again? I mean, is it sounding better? All right, so they were mocking Scott. Some of these people are getting paid upwards of $40,000 to produce BS articles. Yeah, Bobby. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, man. And if you see my video, if you see the video I just uploaded today, I kind of went in on this this writer today, man. That was freaking ridiculous. David Best, you win. Freecoiner. All right, bro. We are the few that got in. Yep. We're here to. Who here is close to the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas? Volume is great. Okay, good, Lonnie. Yeah, yeah. I mean, at this point, guys, it's a matter of just really, you know what? You can just sit back and kind of don't pay attention to the price. Don't go looking at the price of XRP on a regular basis. Believe me, when it goes up, you're gonna find out. You know, I would just say, just make sure. I would check my holdings if you have it on an exchange. I mean, I know you're gonna inevitably people are gonna have a lot on the exchanges. I have coins on the exchange. I mean, it just is. I think at to a certain point it is wise to do, because for example, if we do get a spike in price and you want to take advantage of it, or you need to take advantage of it, you want to have some coins positioned. So maybe if you're not in the same vicinity as your Ledger Nano or whatever you have, you can cash it out if necessary. Staging it properly, may be something you want to look at as well. But ultimately, you definitely want the majority of your holdings, your retirement money, or however you want to look at it. You definitely want that on the Ledger Nano. Let's see. Some people are here to shake us out. Spanish Fly says, yes, yep, some people in the crypto community are here to shake us out. I said that a long time ago about certain content creator, but I'm not saying their names. Spanish Fly, you are absolutely correct. And you got some content creators. Now I by no means follow all of them or even listen to all of them, but some of them are creating content, and their ultimate goal is to discourage people. Let's see. Actually, Bobby says 30 people in here, only 10 likes. Oh yeah, for sure, guys. And I would definitely appreciate if you guys smash that like button for sure. I wish I could go sub 20. Yeah, that would be nice. Pretty hot. Shoot, I wish. Oh man. Every time I think about it, the fact that I bought XRP back when it was 0.6 of a cent, $15 got me 25 plus 2,500 or more XRP. Oh man. Okay, so Bullish CEO says 20,000 XRP a good bag, bro. To be honest with you, I mean whatever you can afford. That's really what a good bag is. I mean, because you got some people who might only be able to get $100 worth. I mean, that's a good bag. 300-400 coins or 500 coins. I mean, that's a good bag, because it just depends on how long you're willing to hold it. That's really what it comes down to. Because I personally, what I found is flashing your bags, what I call it, or telling people how much you have, it really serves no purpose. It can be dangerous. It can make you a target. All of that. It's just not a good idea to really, let people know what you're holding. ultimately it can come back and bite you for sure. Uh, my whole family owns a Jake. Man, you were successful in getting them in, huh? I had no such luck. My parents, that's about it. Bobby, so I just may go. It just may go sub 20 to shake more hands before it increases. Bobby, that's I don't rule that out at all, man. At all. I think it's very very possible. Um, let's see. 20 shake. Actually, 46 people here. Yeah, one ramen noodle. It's right now, Groomer. It's Groomer Town. It is definitely ramen noodle time right now because I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to learn to like them. Oh man, Groomer Town. He says just stop by to support Mr. Certified, aka Freecoiner. Hey man, I really appreciate the $5 donation, man. I mean, yeah, you guys don't know how much it actually means to me. I really appreciate it. Uh, oh man. Let's see. Bullet CEO says he's been accumulating since 2017. Hey man, and actually that helps because when you start to sell out, a portion of your coins won't be taxed at the higher bracket or at the higher level. No dates, no extra anything. It's all XRP. Yep. There's only 1.8 million people who own XRP in the world. Jake Williams, oh yeah, 1.8 million. And you know what? Actually, you got to remember, those are the number of wallets that at one time, because remember, there's unless somebody went and actually formally closed out the account, it's always going to hold some XRP. So think about all the wallets out there with 20, around 20 XRP in them, and a lot of those are what's being counted as well. I know I have several XRP wallets. Some of them have just a little bit of XRP, some don't have any at all. Let's see, 20,000 XRP put you in a 2 to 3% on the rich list. That's for $4, and we all know where it's going. Come on, Briha, yep. And actually, it's becoming. I think a lot of people were just kind of. I don't know. It almost feels like they were just getting a little salty about the idea that XRP could go to, 4 digits or something. I think that is more accepted now. But so I think on one hand you have some people who are basically being paid to FUD XRP, and then you got some people who are holding some mega bags of like Bitcoin or Ethereum or some those coins that traditionally were the ones to go to, Litecoin, and they're just salty, and I would be too if you. Just imagine you were accumulating, around the all-time highs of these coins, and you have, I mean, shoot, if you got 100, you know what I mean, in those higher levels, and you're sitting on 100 of these coins, and now you've lost all this money, and selling out at this point, I mean, you're gonna basically lose your ass, I think a lot of people are just salty about that, and I would be too. Believe me, I've had several different coins that I lost money in, and I just really had to be okay with, what, I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'm going all in on XRP. It is what it is. You just gotta, you just have to make that decision. Let's see. Bobby Axelrod, employee from Ripple, stated they're here to put a dent in the universe. I like that. I like that statement right there. They're here to put a dent in the universe. Now that's a statement. Groomertown, universe is flat. Well, yeah, actually, it is. It's the universe is flat, or rather, the galaxy is flat. Anyway, it's hard to diversify when you know where XRP could go. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was talking to a buddy of mine and talking about that very thing. And to be honest with you, yeah, I mean, why hold anything else? XRP is the only coin or the only token that has the backing that it does. There isn't another project out there that's anywhere close. So it just, yeah, it doesn't make sense to hold anything else. I mean, honestly, if you just want to kind of play around, yeah, but Bobby Axelrod, follow the money. Yep. Like the vid, listening in the background. Love your live streams. Bet, bro, I appreciate it, man. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm trying to just really kind of revive my car channel as well. Lately, I've just been kind of doing a little news on that one, but I want to get into some of the, just getting out, doing some things. It's just been hard, man. I've been really, really busy. Bully CEO looking at Matic. Yeah, I've heard some people talking about Matic. I kind of peeked at it a little bit, but I'm gonna check it out, see what they have going on for them. Okay, GXRP, long-term XRP will catch up to Ripple's success. Ripple is building an extremely strong system with strong validator nodes being managed by these banks and institutions. Yeah, and a lot of these banks that they've sold to are actually, they're running these nodes. They want it to work. That's what a lot of people can't, like Bitcoin Ben, they can't get their minds around, like, why would somebody want to run a node if they're not getting paid to do so? Well, that's the world we're moving into. We're moving into a world where people contribute to make things better rather than just to profit off of it. The type of capitalism that we are living in today is toxic. It's a toxic form of capitalism because it's an only take mentality. There's a balance that we have to strike when it comes to living with everything. There's always a balance we have to maintain, and the system we've been living on for the last, couple hundred years or so or longer, it's just been very toxic because, like I said, it's a take mentality. It's never a give, or if it's give, it's like, it's a 90% take and a 2% give. That's it's pretty sad. But all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Man, I really appreciate you guys. I was not expecting to even get where we are here. 49 people watching. I'm not sure what it actually the highest number. But again, guys, I really, really appreciate it. For sure. Oh, I said it again. I'm not CKJ. Absolutely. Oh, 50 watchers. Man. Briha, you too. Thank you. Groomertown, good night. Good night to you, my friend. Briha says be easy for sure. Absolutely. I will be. You too. You guys take care of yourselves and definitely watch out. I'm going to be definitely, putting something else up tomorrow. And if you haven't watched the video that I uploaded earlier tonight, please go and do that. I kind of get in, you might laugh you might find the rant that I went on a little bit funny. So, yeah, you too, Justin. Really appreciate it. Holly Molly, thank you very much. Thank you guys for being here. Good night, Spanish Fly. Again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for your comments and everything. I really appreciate it. Your support. I don't know what to say about it. Make sure you come back and visit me. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. And also make sure you hit that like button if you haven't done so. All right, guys, until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.